be only one king in Asia.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be India against China. Close to 3 billion people. The two countries with the biggest population in the world, represented by a man each in Vijender Singh and Zulpikar Tiali. So without any further ado, I'm going to ask you to do a lot of clapping now. I make no apologies for it because we've got a fantastic panel to introduce the night of boxing for you. Firstly, the man who's responsible for the phenomenal growth of professional boxing in India. He's the promoter of iOS Boxing Promotions and the man that's steering the career of Vijender Singh here in India. Please, a warm welcome for Mr. Nirav Tomar. Clapping now. I do apologise. No, there wasn't enough clapping. We want some more clapping now because we come to the main protagonists, all the fighters. Firstly, I'd like to welcome out Akhil Kumar, former Olympian and Commonwealth gold medalist and part of that vintage boxing class for India of 2008. So Akhil, could we have you please? Akhil Kumar. You AK-47 Akhil, and I think I know why, having seen your punches in the ring, so it's fantastic to have Akhil here. Also, another of the esteemed Olympians from India in the boxing ring, Vijender Kumar, is also with us, and he'll be fighting on August the 5th, so let's have a round of applause please for Vijender. Let's have Vijender to the stage. As you can see, this is a fantastic lineup of some of the best sporting talent India has to offer, and we've got plenty more to come as well, because now, like Vijender, this is an Indian boxer who is a current champion. He's the WBC Asian welterweight champion, Mr. Niraj Goyat. Niraj, let's hear from Niraj. Thank you. Great stuff, Niraj. Really thanks for coming. And of course, you have that belt that you must be very proud of, and I assume you won't be letting go of that belt anytime soon. So great, another Indian champion, and we of course still have one more Indian champion to come. But first, let's now meet the protagonists in what will be a stunning main event on August the 5th. Vijender, his career expertly managed by Nirav so far, but like in boxing, the challenges have to keep getting tougher and tougher if you are to progress, and that is certainly the case with the man you're about to meet. Just take a look at this. He is undefeated at only 22 years of age. He's putting that unbeaten record and his WBO Oriental Championship in the super middleweight division on the line. Let's give a big Mumbai welcome to the challenger and champion of our main event, Zulpikar Tiali. you box as good as you dress. Vijinder's in for a big fight. You look sensational, buddy. And Woody Song, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Song. He is here as part of Zulpikar's management team, and he will also help us with any interpretation that needs to be done. But you speak some English, Zulpikar? Yes, just a little. Right. Now, of course, Nirav has guided Vijender's career brilliantly here in India to get us to this point where we have this sensational title versus title match. But Nirav will be the first person to give credit to the man you're about to meet, because Vijender's boxing career as an amateur was sensational, but becoming a professional takes that little bit extra. It's a different game entirely, and the man that's helped Vijender make that transition and lead him to that WBO Asia Pacific Super Middleweight Championship is his trainer, who's flown in specially from Manchester in England to be here with us today. So please, a big round of applause for Mr. Lee Beard. So his trainer's here, which means the main man must be here as well. You don't need reminding just how special Vijender Singh is as a man, as a sportsman and as a boxer. But in case you do, once again, let's have a look at the great man in action. He brought back bronze from Beijing in 2008, gold from Guangzhou in the Asian Games in 2010, and then silver from Glasgow in the Commonwealth Games of 2014. But as far as we're concerned, most important thing he did was almost a year ago to the week, winning the WBO Asia Pacific Super Middleweight Championship. He is unbeaten with a record of 8-0, 7 by the way of the big knockout, which makes him India's knockout king. Let's hear it for Vijender Singh!
DPGC, Shay, and Snoop D-O-double-G. Oh yeah, Singh is king, this is the thing. Do you know what I mean? Follow me, listen to me for a second, check it. Singh is the king, check the record.
Right, just before we hear from all the guys sat up here with us, I must also mention it will be a massive night of boxing on Saturday the 5th of August in Mumbai, because not only will all the gentlemen you see up here be in action, but also some of the familiar faces from the fight nights in Delhi. Firstly, I believe if you look at the monitors, we can have a glimpse at them now. Firstly, Kuldeep Danda, who is an unbeaten lightweight. We're looking forward to seeing Kuldeep back in action. He was a big feature for the undercard on Vijender's previous fights in Delhi. And a man who I'm particularly looking forward to seeing in action again is Pardeep Carrera. He was involved in an incredible fight against Scott Edwards from Australia in December back in Delhi. So looking forward to Pardeep getting back in action and getting back on the winning trail. And also the cruiserweight, one for the big men, Dharminder Grewal. He will also, I believe, scheduled to be on this great night of boxing in Mumbai. And you can see the guys' details there up on the monitor, and more information about the other fighters you can find in the press packs that were given to you when you came in. So right, we'll have plenty of time for photographs later, so don't panic if you're the photographers. I can see, as always, with the lenses firmly focused on Vijender. But I have to come to you first, Nirav, because you pulled it off in Delhi not once but twice, 2 incredible nights of sport and boxing in Delhi, and now you bring Vijender and his belt to Mumbai. You must be very excited about that.
Thanks, Patrick. Thank you all for coming. Yes, absolutely. You know, this is a very exciting time for iOS boxing to present the biggest boxing contest ever India has seen in Mumbai. It's taken us more than 6 months, and you know, after delivering 2 shows in Delhi, we've been in talks with SECA managers of Zulpikar. We were planning to have this fight on 1st of April, but you know, the talks basically didn't go through, and we were back again discussing and, you know, ironing out the terms. You know, so we're happy to present this show to Mumbai, and there's a very exciting undercard, you know, and we're very happy that Akhil Kumar and Jitendra Kumar and Neeraj Goyal will be on the undercard and making their debut. So, looking forward.
Of course, that's an important part. I know from speaking to you, Nirav, Vijender obviously quite rightly leading the way with his profile and his tremendous success and unbeaten record, but what you're trying to build here is more than Vijender. You're trying to establish India as a heartland for professional boxing, and Vijender, as brilliant as he's been, can't carry it all himself. So it's great that Vijender's now got some camp colleagues to help
absolutely
spread the gospel of boxing.
Yeah. So there has been, you know, great traction, and you know, having top boxers like Akhil and Jitendra also now entering the ring. So this is a message to the Indian boxers and boxing fans in India that, you know, pro boxing has arrived. Yeah. And you know, obviously we have our star fighter in Vijender, who's, you know, the Indian flag bearer for pro boxing in the world. And you know, so the whole process, you know, is going the right direction.
Well, let's hear from the guys, because as you mentioned, not just Vijender representing India on this stage this evening. Let's come to you first, Akhil, because I know Nirav is very, very excited to have you in his camp. Obviously, you've been sensational as an amateur, turning professional quite late. You know, you must be very happy and excited. And what are your goals in the next couple of fights to achieve?
सबको मेरी नमस्कार. मुझे हिंदी में बात करना काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है और कंफर्टेबल भी फील करता हूँ. नीरव तोमर की वजह से मैं प्रोफेशनल बॉक्सिंग में टर्न किया है. मैंने जब से नी की लिगामेंट एसीएल टूटने के बाद सर्जरी कराई है, और नीरव तोमर हमेशा मेरे टच में रहे और मुझे चाहते थे कि मैं प्रो में टर्न करूं. मेरी भी इच्छा थी कि मैं खेलता रहूं, और मेरा टारगेट ये कि अच्छा करूं, आयुष के लिए भी अच्छा करूं, नीरव के लिए भी अच्छा करूं और कंट्री के लिए भी अच्छा करूं. जय हिंद.
Thank you very much, Akhil. We can't wait to see you fighting under the iOS banner on August the 5th. And I come now to my left. We'll have a quick chat with Jitendra Kumar now. Jitendra, yourself, Akhil and Vijender, very famous for being together in Beijing in 2008. How does it feel to bring the band back together? What, 9 years after Beijing, you guys will all be fighting as professionals on the same card? That must be fantastic for you.
Hello. 2008 के बाद जैसे हमारी परफॉर्मेंस रही थी 2008 ओलंपिक, बीजिंग ओलंपिक, मेरी विजेंद्र अखिल की, तो अब प्रो में भी काफ़ी अच्छी रहेगी और काफ़ी मज़ा भी आएगा उसमें, और उसके लिए हार्ड वर्क भी कर रहे हैं और काफ़ी एक्साइटेड भी हैं प्रो में खेलने के लिए. जो हमारी परफॉर्मेंस जैसे बीजिंग ओलंपिक जो एमेचर बॉक्सिंग में रही थी, तो हम चाहते हैं कि वही परफॉर्मेंस हमारी प्रो में भी हो और इंडिया का नाम आगे रहे और उसमें और भी बच्चे प्रो में टर्न करें और काफ़ी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दें और इससे इंडिया का नाम अच्छा हो. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jitendra. And now, of course, we haven't got just 2 belts on this table. 3 belts will be involved on August the 5th. Great to have Neeraj Goyal here, who is the current WBC Asian welterweight champion. Niraj, I saw you come in with that belt. It doesn't look like you want to let go of it anytime soon. And again, you must be very happy to be fighting on a big stage in Mumbai in front of your fellow countrymen.
नमस्कार आप सभी को एंड ये तीनों in 2008 I was a junior, so I was played youth Commonwealth games, and that time these three Akhil Kumar, Jitendra Kumar and Vijender Singh, ये तीनों ही ओलंपिक खेले थे. That time मैं बहुत ही जूनियर था और ये सब मेरे आइकॉन थे और मैं इन सब के साथ उसी रिंग पे खेलूंगा और मेरी ये 12th बाउट होगी जो भी मैं यहाँ पे खेलूंगा और इन तीनों के साथ मेरा ये ड्रीम था कि मैं इन तक पहुंचूं और इनके साथ मैं खेलूंगा. उससे ज़्यादा मेरे लिए खुशी की बात कोई नहीं होगी और ये सब IUS बॉक्सिंग प्रमोशन के कारण हो रहा है. थैंक्स IUS.
Great stuff. Many thanks to you, Niraj. And come back to you, Nirav, because as you can see, the pedigrees of all these gentlemen, as well as Vijender, speak for themselves. You must be very excited from a personal and professional level going to this night in Mumbai. It could be the start of something very special for Indian sport.
Yeah, Patrick, absolutely. So, as I mentioned that we wanted to, get to the next level and get a bigger fight to Mumbai, and we've been successful in that. And what bigger than an India-China contest? We got half of the world population involved, more than 3 billion people. 2 titles, 2 fabulous fighters, and it is going to be a night, which I think Mumbai and India and the world is going to remember.
And of course, before you came in, I did ask for a show of hands. I'll do it one more time. Hands up if you were in either of the fight nights in Delhi when you saw Vijender win and retain the title. See, not many hands, which is understandable, but it's simply, I can't do it justice. I've been fortunate enough to work at FIFA World Cup finals, Olympic Games, Formula One. There is something magical about sport in India, and because boxing is new and people are embracing it, I think you'd recommend everyone here to get a ticket and come along.
Absolutely. No, I mean, they don't need a ticket. The media, we need them there, and they get a red carpet welcome.
Yeah.
Please do come. Please support what we're doing. We're doing something new. We brought pro boxing in India after 120 years of its existence, and we got a fabulous, champion in Vijender, and the fighters in Akhil Kumar and Jitendra Kumar and Neeraj Goyal in this fight. We're expecting, whoever I've spoken to in Bollywood, to music stars, everyone is very excited. They say like, if they're in town, they all will be there. So we're expecting about 70 to 100 stars ringside, 5,000 people at the Dome, NSCI. It's going to be exciting. We had 6,000 people in Delhi. It was high adrenaline. It was a fabulous atmosphere over there, and I'm sure Mumbai loves sports better than Delhi.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got to work hard to top Delhi, but I'm sure Mumbai are capable of it, because those 2 nights in Delhi, particularly last December when Vijender knocked out Francis Checker in spectacular fashion, were absolutely sensational, and we hope for more of the same come August in Mumbai. Right, now let's get to our 2 main protagonists in the main event. I believe Woody's very kindly going to help me talk to Zulpikar, who I know speaks a bit of English. So, Zulpikar, the first question I have to ask you, I'm sure the media want to know this as well. This fight we thought might have happened several months ago and didn't. Why take the fight now as opposed to back, I think it was March, April time when it was first discussed?
挑战之后就是结束这个比赛，因为后面这个比赛已经取消了。那时候我很期待这个比赛，但是后面就是这个比赛拖到估计9个月左右吧。后面终于把这个比赛就是成功的就是决定打这场比赛，所以我很高兴，因为我年轻，我需要打比赛，我需要打更好的拳手，所以我接受这个挑战。
Okay. Though the fight has been scheduled from last year to now, but however, I'm always expecting to fight Vijender in India. It's not changed.
Okay, so you're happy, no reservations, and it sounds like a silly question, but I have to ask it. Are you confident you're going to beat Vijender? You've seen him fight. He's clearly has the edge on you in terms of his amateur experience, even if your professional experience matches up. Are you confident that you have the beating of Vijender Singh?
老句话，拳手不会说很多话，他用他的拳头证明一切。在这说很多话是没用的。我不喜欢就是在这边就是说很多就是我第一回会 KO 你，第三回 KO 你这种话。需要就是我在拳头上我的拳头证明这个一切。
As I always say that I will prove myself using my fists. So I want to say to Vijender that I will knock you out. Protect yourself.
I'll let you have a reply to that in a second, Vijender. I'll hold fire very quickly. I take it this is both your first visit to India. I mean, just to calm it down just a little bit in case it gets too heated up here. How have you found India so far?
我觉得可以，可是就是在飞机上飞了24小时，最让我累的事情。
I find India a very charming country, and also Mumbai a very beautiful city. Everybody looks very busy, and to me, I think I like this place, and I believe I will do a very good fight on August 5th.
Now, a little birdie tells me, Zulpikar, that you're a big fan of Bollywood films. Is that right? You watch Bollywood films back in China? It's true, apparently. It's true. Okay. Have you got any favourite Bollywood stars? Sorry? Amir Khan.
Amir Khan. Yeah.
But you do know Vijender is also a Bollywood film star as well. You know Vijender? Have you seen Vijender's movie?
I've seen quite a lot of funny Indian movies, but I've never seen Vijender. So I like to say that as a boxer, let's focus on boxing. Forget about the movies.
Okay, good stuff. Right, okay, thanks for coming here, Zulpikar, and to you, Woody, as well. You're very welcome here in Mumbai, and we look forward to seeing you out of that snazzy suit and in your boxing shorts in the first week of August. Now, before I come to you, Vijender, I've got to come to Lee Beard, who's the man that's trained Vijender and guided him to the success of this unbeaten record of 8-0. And Lee, again, many thanks to you for coming here. I know how busy you are. If anyone's not familiar with Lee's career, he's a very highly sought-after trainer, been training with the best in the world for over, 10, 15, 20 years now? Making you older than you probably are. And I know this Vijender project is very personal to you, Lee. You know, just tell everyone, because it's been a while since he's fought, where he's been since we last saw him here in December, and if you're convinced he's still on the right path to what we all want to see, which is a world title shot somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I've been training Vijender since day one, and it's been a good process. He's great to work with, listens and trains really hard. Since the last fight, obviously this fight's been put back. I believe it's going to be in March. I heard it was March or something. It got put back. But he's been in the gym training. He's in great shape. He's been in sparring already. So we're in front of where we need to be anyway. So by the time the fight day comes, it'd be 110%. But it is a pleasure working with Veer. Get on with him on a personal basis as well outside of the gym. He's good fun to be around. We have a laugh and a joke, and it's not just all boxing as well. And I believe, you've been training Vijender in boxing, but am I right in thinking it was National Yoga Day last week, and did Vijender led, I think, everyone in the gym in a yoga session? How did you enjoy that? Did you do the yoga as well? I did, yeah.
So you're coaching Vijender at boxing, he's now coaching you yoga?
Just the one position it was.
Work on there, right, Lee? Thanks for coming, and you're confident that Vijender's going to do the business on August the 5th?
Oh, 110%, yeah. Once as the fight wears on, it'll be the same thing. Gets his distance and the range right, and it'll just be one-sided. Okay, well, let's come to the main man himself, Vijender. Great to have you back in India. I know you're obviously in your training camp in Manchester a lot of the time. How pleased are you, obviously with that period of inactivity? You now have a focus, you now have a date, you now have an opponent, and you now have the chance of winning another belt to go with that Asia Pacific title.
True. And kaise ka hai Mumbai? How are you guys? Hope everyone is alright. And yes, here we are, and our fight, our schedule now, it's on August 5th, and that's going to be in Mumbai. And that what we promised, like when we came here in Delhi. So that time I told them that I will going everywhere in the India, and like was last 2 match was in Delhi, and now we are in Mumbai, and all set for 5th August, and very much excited because we were planning to fight in March, right, and but it didn't happen, so it's we take this fight in August, and yes, because Bombay is something different, and it's sports with the Bollywood, so it's gonna be awesome night, I can say that.
Now, Vijender, you're always meticulously prepared. Your last 2 opponents, Kerry Hope and Francis Checker, found out all about that. Have you seen any videotape of Zulpikar in action? He's obviously 22, much younger, similar professional records. He, like you, has a WBO title. So what have you made of what you've seen of him on tape?
He's just a young kid, I can say that, and he's just a southpaw, and I didn't see him on YouTube or anywhere. I just discussed with my coach, he's just southpaw, that's it, and he's from China, he got some belt, okay, that's fine. But he's very young, and he just started, he just 8 fights, and like what he said, like he going to knock me out, I'm just laughing at this, okay, just giving me a look, and we will see, because August 5th is not very far from here, so I'll reply him in the ring only. Just wait for some time.
That's a very good point, actually. You make, Vijender. August the 5th is very close indeed, which is why we ask for the help of our friends in the media to get the word out about this, because we want to turn it into the biggest event Mumbai will see this year. But with the fight being so close, and obviously your training base being in Manchester with Lee, who's got some other great fighters, what's your plan now in terms of a timetable? When are you back to Manchester? When are you going to come back to Mumbai prior to the fight? Do you know?
I'm here especially for my press conference, and last night I came here, we did some shoot, and tomorrow I'm going back to Manchester and start my training with my coach Lee Beard, and with my fellow boxers like Jono and Jimmy, and some days like 3 or 4 boxers we train together. So we'll come here like a week before, right, before the fight, and we'll do like some commitment before the fight, and the 5th of August is the day, and we preparing very hard, doing very hard training sessions these days, like a sparring session, and track work, and weight training, and swimming pool. So it's not that easy, okay? It's not easy, but we will do it. We know that, yeah.
That's fantastic. And again, just one final message for the media here to tell the people of Mumbai. As a professional sportsman, I could see from being very close to you during those 2 fights in Delhi, your first fights on home soil, how much inspiration do you take knowing that there's millions of Indians watching you on, tens of millions of Indians watching you on television, and more importantly, the crowd there roaring you on, because that atmosphere in Delhi was incredible in December.
Yeah, please come and support my fight on August 5th, and it's versus China versus India. That's going to be awesome, and we will show China how India can do, like, you know, we are the best, you know that. We will show them, and it's an Asia title, so you know we are the best. We will take the title, and please support me, join me, and if you're not able to come, just watch it on TV. Thank you.
Good words. And I'll leave the last word to you, Nirav. You've heard from all your fighters. We're looking forward to seeing all these gladiators in action on August the 5th. Have you got a message for Mumbai and the whole country of India ahead of this exciting night of boxing?
Yeah, you know, get your tickets. Mumbai is just limited to 4,000 tickets out of 5,200. It'll be on Book My Show from 1st of July. And you know, we're hoping for a super spectacle.
Well, yeah, bookmyshow.com, 1st of July. Please put that in all your press releases and the articles you write, bookmyshow.com on the 1st of July. What's the capacity of the stadium?
5,200, including the floor.
Okay, so 5,200, but I can tell you now, there's only 5,199 tickets left, because the first ticket for this fight has already been delivered specially to a certain individual, and if you look at the 2 monitors, you will see who the first ticket for the Battleground Asia double title fight on August the 5th has gone to.
I'm here to wish Vijender, who's going to be fighting in Mumbai, is going to be for the double title. Please don't miss that. It's a lifetime opportunity. and Vijender, who's right here next to me. Vijender,
Thank you. Yeah.
Just to let you know that not just you, but the entire nation, billion plus people are with you.
Thank you so
And
much.
we'll keep supporting you all the way. Guys, let's go out and support you.
Great to hear from Sachin, and I know Vijender Sachin's been a very big supporter of your career from day one. He's an incredible guy, and we hope to see him in Mumbai.
I hope it's working. Yeah. He's a god of cricket, right? And everybody love him. Yeah. Sachin Tendulkar, when he wished me, so I feel like wow, man. And he's the like Bharat Ratna. Everybody, every sports person in India respect him, love him. Even I love him. So thank you, Sachin, Bhaiya, sir, God, whatever you say. But I love him. Yeah.
Great stuff. So I look forward to seeing Sachin there, and I'm telling you, if it's good enough for Sachin, it's good enough for anyone. So everyone get down to Mumbai, and if you can't be there, if you're watching this footage, we're being streamed live on Facebook. I know our good friends will be taking these pictures all over the news channels in India this evening. If you can't get there to the stadium, stay tuned for news on broadcasters and how you can watch it on television and other platforms. We want as many people to experience this incredible occasion as possible. Now, thank you very much. You've heard from everyone. You've heard too much from me asking questions. So I'd now like to throw it open to our friends in the media on the floor. If you have a question, you can just raise your hand. We have people from iOS floating around with microphones. So any questions there, just identify yourself and your media organisation and you can ask a question to the guys. I think we have our first question there, sir. If you could just name yourself and the media organisation you represent and ask your question. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. This is Vinayak with Scroll.in. My question is to Vijender first. How difficult has it been since that night in December to stay out of the ring, especially after that, high of winning, knocking out Cheka and all that? Has it been a little frustrating for you to get back onto the ring? How have you been dealing with that?
Not frustrating or anything, because I was back in Manchester, like after my fight, after a month in Jan, and I started my training again because I have like planned in March to fight again with the Chinese guy, but it's not possible. Might be something like not happening that time. But I was training, and then we'll slowly come to July, then August. Then finally we get that. On 5th of August, otherwise we fight in July, but now we settle with the 5th of August, and it's not frustrating, but yes, I want to be fight because it's been a long time, December and July, it's almost like 6 months, so yes, but it's good to be on August 5th, so I'm happy now. Yeah.
Thank you very much. More questions, please. Come on, you've only got this day. Vijender flies back to Manchester tomorrow. So, any more questions? I think, yeah, we've got one here, sir. Thank you. Don't be shy putting your hands up, guys. You're journalists, for goodness sake.
Hi, my name's Chinmay. I'm from the Ringside View. 2 questions. Yeah. One for Mr. Nirav Tomar. Was the change in rules with the Olympics allowing amateurs and pros to switch, did it help getting a lot more boxers to generally commit to turning professional in India?
Yeah, absolutely. That rule has given a window, to fighters to fight in the pro circuit and then get, in qualification before the Olympics. So there's a specific tournament for pro fighters now, and this gives a larger avenue. I think that India's got more than 5,000 amateur fighters, and only hardly about 50 to 100 get an opportunity to represent the country, in the different weight divisions. So it's a big move, and it's a good move made by IBA.
Great stuff.
Sure. Second question for Lee Beard, actually.
Yeah.
You've trained world champions before. I was just curious, how is it to train someone with Vijender's extensive amateur experience to turn pro? I mean, the subtleties between the two.
Yeah, like when he first turned pro, he was an older pro as well. Obviously, still a novice, but still he'd been to 3 Olympics. A lot of guys turn pro when they're in their early 20s. So the only thing I was worried about was, would there be kind of that I know everything kind of thing. So or would he be open to new techniques and new ideas, which he was. So from day one, there's never been any problem. He's always showed me nothing but respect. And we've worked together from day one, and he listens and he implements everything that I teach him in sparring, in the gym, and conditioning wise. He like I said before, he's a pleasure to work with. He works very, very hard. As soon as he's in the gym, he works like 100% until he's finished, and obviously the world champions that have trained, I know the fights have been around. I know he's capable of being at that level, so it's just a case of progression and winning every fight as it comes along. And once that big fight at world level comes, I know that he's got everything to take it.
Thank you very much, sir. More questions? Have you got another one? Got another one there, sir. Thank you. Could I have your name and organisation?
Hi, my name is Somesh from sportskida.com. Mr. Nirav, can you talk a bit about the purse split and the amount that's involved?
This is something which we don't want to disclose over here. We are still not into the whole progression of world title fights, to be discussing price purses. So we're going to get there, and we're going to be discussing the purses and the contracts at that stage.
Okay, so watch this space on that one. Any other questions? Any more? Yes, go on, sir.
Vijender, hi. Have you observed anything specific about your opponent that you need to be wary of in the fight?
He's very colorful. I seen his shoot, and I simply tell him like you're very colorful. So that's it.
Okay. Another one, sir? Oh, sorry, at the front. We'll come back. We'll come back to you back first, sir. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just have one more question to Vijender. As it was mentioned earlier, you're getting back with your friends on the ring, Akhil and Jitendra, and you brought boxing, to the forefront in 2008. What does it mean to you personally to be fighting in the same ring on the same day as Akhil and Jitendra?
Personally, I feel because it's boxing, it's not a team sport, right? And they represent their own weight category. But it's good to be like they're part of the pro boxing now. They're part of the big event, and that's going to be on August 5th. And yes, and it's like we feel like we are playing in Olympics, right? And we train together and we fight together. So that's going to be interesting. And you used to remember your old days when you are competing for a big tournament like Olympics. So it's like a team we work, but they are they must be come to UK for training because my base is over there these days, and they maybe train here or maybe I don't know about them. But it's good to be part of this August 5th show. It's nice. I like it.
Just actually on that subject, ask Nirav a question very quickly, because obviously we know Vijender's opponents. What about Niraj, Jitendra and Akhil? What are we going to have an international night? We're going to see Indians fighting foreign fighters in the undercard?
Yeah, so it's going to be 7 Indians versus 7 international fighters. So it is going to be India versus Asia, India versus rest of the world.
Yeah.
And we are in touch with international matchmakers to finalize the opponents.
Yeah. That went well last time. The Indians won every fight bar one last time, so we'll see if we can go perfect. How many fights? Have you got a rough idea exactly how many fights will be on the card, or is that still?
We're going to put seven fights.
So we're looking for India to go 7-0.
7.
Great stuff.
Let's see.
Okay. Any other questions? Sorry, you had at the front. And your name, sir, please.
Yeah, I'm Shahid from the Indian Express. My question is actually to the coach, Lee Beer. So you just mentioned that, of course, the ultimate goal is for Vijender to come into the World Championship bout. Is there a specific kind of or a rough time frame that you've got to reaching that level? And of course, since you mentioned that Vijender did start late professionally, is there kind of a rush to get to that stage?
Like I said before, basically it's one fight. Every fight that comes, the opponents, their ultimate aim is to defeat Vijender. They take his scalp, and then they can move on to bigger, better things also. So we just focus on every fight as it comes. That's the important thing, to defeat the opponent that's in front of you. Obviously, he's got a number of fights before he gets to a world title fight. He's already got a belt already. This is going to be a second belt that he'll have, because he will win the fight on August the 5th. So then we'll obviously move forward to another fight, and it's just about progression, until that big fight comes. But ability-wise, I know he's at that level now. It's not a rush. It's just about the right fights at the right time, and picking up other titles along the way until he gets that big opportunity.
Just again on that subject, just for the people here not completely into their boxing, the super middleweight division is uber competitive at the moment, isn't there? There's several top fighters. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. There's lots of big fights out there for Vijender, should he get past Zulpikar, but it is competitive, very competitive.
Well, when he gets past him, there's obviously Andre Ward moved up to, he was the number 1 at the weight. He's gone up to light heavyweight. But there's some big fights there. You got, you know, there's a lot of English guys there that are in that division. George Groves, Callum Smith, James DeGale. Obviously Badou Jack was there. Vijender beat him already. He's moved up to light heavyweight. So, you know, that division is open worldwide, and there's nobody in that division that Vijender can't beat. You know, it's just a case of him not rushing to that spot too soon and then losing because of a bit of lack of experience in the pro game. So it's just, like I said, it's the right fights at the right time. And when the world title fight comes, it's going to be in the perfect place to take it.
And I'm assuming, Nirav, you obviously, with the respect we all hold Lee in, you take counsel from Lee and you plan Vijender's next move accordingly. There's no rush to take the wrong fight for a world title. You want to make sure it's done properly.
No, yeah, absolutely. I think we're still about 5-6 fights away to a world title, so there are going to be some more interesting fights for Vijender. And it's what, like, you know, I mean, 3 of us, we're always discussing, you know, the next opponent and the next progression.
Okay, great stuff. Any more questions? Any more hands up there? I can't believe that's all. Didn't it? Oh, we have one more, sorry. Go on.
Quick question for Vijender actually on weight. Is super middleweight your new home going ahead, because you fought in middleweight also earlier? There's some big fights at middleweight, that's why.
No, I'd like to be like into super middle is fine. I think 76.2 is it's in a pound. I think 162 or something like that. But I'm okay with the super middle. Yeah, right now. Yeah, totally comfortable. Yeah, it's easy to, you know, come down, and it's not easy to go up, and you just fight with the big guys. So I'm okay with the super middle these days. Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions? I think that's it. Just last show of hands. Do you want a question? Sorry, you're just touching your heart there like that. Just touching your heart. Okay. So I think to finish it off, I need to ask you one question each. Sorry, guys, Zulpikar. I know you've been very patient, guys. I'll come to you first. I need a fight prediction, a big fight prediction. The round and the method of victory, and who's going to win when Singh takes on Mai Tiali on August the 5th. You got a prediction?
下一面发生什么事情谁都不知道，所以这个说不清楚。我就是做好自己，把学好的东西台上做出来就 OK。
I would say that it's hard to predict how to end the fight on that day, but I just want to try my best to do myself.
Okay, politically correct. I've got a feeling I'm going to have no more luck with Vijender than I did with Zulpikar. Come on, Vijender. Method of victory, time of victory, and who's going to win the fight?
I think for me, I think victories matters. That's it. You know, anyhow, somehow, I want to be like win the fight. I want to be that belt, take it from him. That's it. That's what I want right now. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I keep reiterating it. Very privileged to have this in Mumbai. It's not a familiar sight in boxing when you have both fighters going in as challengers and champions. One of these two gladiators is going to walk out of the NSCI in Mumbai on August the 5th with both these belts on their shoulders. Must at this point also thank all our sponsors, the Sea Princess, who have hosted us magnificently here, Vijender's equipment sponsor, which is USI, Herbal Life, Fun Fitness, Book My Show, who of course, bookmyshow.com, that's where you send people for the tickets, and the television production partners of Sportsworks. So with that being said, just going and checking in my head that I've not forgot anything, I think we're ready for our first ceremonial, traditional face-off. So Nirav, if I'd like to ask you to take the centre stage, and Vijender, if you could join Nirav and our two lovely ladies here, Daria and Matilda. If you could, guys, if you could pass your belts to Daria and Matilda. So we'll have the print media first, please. If the print media, you can come forward first to take your head-to-head photos. Are you okay here? Okay, great stuff. That's perfect. So we can all do it all in one go. So we'll have Nirav in the middle. Come right to the centre. Nirav, come right to the centre. Take the belts. Okay. Fists up, guys. Let's have your fists up. Fists up. And Daria and Matilda, if you could both pass them their belts, guys. If you just take those two belts and hold them up into the air next to each other. On August the 5th at the NSCI in Mumbai, one of these two men will walk out with both of these belts. The WBO Asia Pacific Super Middleweight Championship and the WBO Oriental Championship. Someone's O has got to go. One man's going to leave with both of those titles. Thank you very much, guys. Great to see the sportsmanship between the two as well. And guys, Vijender and Zulpikar, if I could ask you to stay there, guys. If we could invite all the other fighters, please. Niraj, Jitinder, Outkill, if you could come forward, guys, and have your photo taken. Come on, Lee. I think we should have you in the photo as well, Lee, on the end. No? So these all the men you see on the stage now. You'll see in action in Mumbai on August the 5th. Come through. So while the final photographs are being taken, that concludes the formal proceedings of the press conference. If you liaise with Rahul and Aditi, one-on-ones will be available with Vijender and Zulpikar on another floor of the hotel, so please contact there. And of course the other fighters, if you'd like to speak to Niraj, Jitinder or Akhil, they will be around as well to answer your questions and take any photographs you need. Thanks for coming, everybody. There's high tea will now be served, so please help yourself to refreshments and please spread the word about August the 5th, Battleground Asia in Mumbai, and we look forward to seeing you all at the NSCI on August the 5th and for the week before for all the pre-fight activities. Thank you.